from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10. 23-yard line.
Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
28-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Now Rashad Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the...
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided that it's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But fourth and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Throwing is Hurts. Steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can whip that. Caught up. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try to work. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. L.A. readies for its next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The kick here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll get the 1st down and move inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A very strong gain of 24.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in for a His 9th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He will take this all the way out past the 40-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. This is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and the what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Give the tackle to Terrell Lewis.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with it back. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Heads up. And picked up by the Chargers. Evades the tackler and now some space. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's got this man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Joe Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Herbert. His pass clock at the 4. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. This will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They go play action with Hurts. Interception. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backup. Get a lot of play in the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Jets, nothing.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. The throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Merriman. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop blocking.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go,
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impacted.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Hunter Henry. 56 yards. And this Charger Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
For the extra point.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted the third time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He's across midfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Penny, the first down carry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Of 16 yards. First down, New York.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
A toss running left. This is Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Point conversion.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No. but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At the 27-yard line.
On first down, it's Kellen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 19 yards away. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 6.
On 3rd down, Gibson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And it is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's complete. Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
1st and goal, Kelly. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up